Chat, here we go. It's Atow versus Vatira. A nice 1v1 matchup on today's stream, sponsored by Manscaped. Atow has been playing well. It is only Nupo has been able to take him down recently. But other than that, not very many 1v1ers have looked like a match for Atow. That being said, Vatira did beat him the last time they played. They played in the salt mine, so a lot at stake then. I don't think Atow, though, was playing to the level he is right now when he played in the salt mine. Vatira's last 1v1 match, you guys might remember, came shortly after the Copenhagen Major. It was against Juicy, the MVP of the Copenhagen Major, and Juicy was actually able to win that one in Game 5. So he's looking to build back after a one-game loss streak, or one-match loss streak, I should say. Sorry. But it's looking good now as he chains some wall dashes together to cover Atow's shot and was almost able to get the counterattack. Yeah, he is Vati-chan with the double carrots or whatever those are called. Vatira, tried to go top shelf, which needed a precision touch off the bounce. Just went a bit too high. But he's held on to possession for a long time here. Although I'm not sure what he plans to do now. Gets undercut. Atow has all the boosts in the world, and Atow will score. Is Atow or is Vatira rocking? Is that an anime profile picture? I can't even tell. I can't even tell what that profile picture is. But it does seem very bright color palette. It has a very bright color palette. Vatira and Atow, of course, looking to regain starting this next week. Ooh, what a save from Vatira. Atow trying to go slow to get Vatira to miss, and he succeeded. Vatira was back and ready for the follow-up, but Atow played it really slow as a way to counter that. And Vatira definitely had boost too. It's a bit of a panic jump as he thought he was going to need to recover the net quickly. But if there's any team that's going to lock in, by the way, and regain from the poor results, it is going to be the hard grinders of KC, as Atow demos Vatira and instantly puts pace on the ball in order to try and capitalize on that respawn timer, but Vatira becomes alive just in time. Now Atow going the length of the field, falling on the opposite side of the ball, but never seems to slow down the best aerial control players in the game. As now Vatira, he's doing a little bit of an Atow dribble, keeping ball cam on so he can see Atow behind the ball. And now losing to 50 here on the side wall. A little look back from Atow as he launches it the length of the field and extends his lead to 2. Vatira not able to chase the demo down on the back wall, and Atow will escape. Not only an all-in play by going for the demo, but turned around and went all in again with no contact. The first time chatter said exclamation point Manscaped. That was not a paid chatter, I promise. I promise, it's just a curious chatter who wants to know about the sponsor of the stream. Vatira, another 50 does not go his way, and Atow gets to run the length of the field, shooting on an open net. 5-1 for Atow. Vatira needs to find where he's going to get some offense consistently. Delayed kickoff for Vatira. Not a bad idea to mix it up, but it's not going to pay off. Atow reads it. Dunks right over the top. 2 minutes left to go in this game. Still time for Vatira if he does find his footing. And I don't think it's the worst idea to stay in this game and try and see if he can get something going, even if he doesn't make it all the way back. He clearly needs to start labbing how he's going to be scoring against Atow, who had only allowed 1 goal up until that kickoff goal right there. Now Vatira has himself a full field possession. Atow is up early. Vatira seems to be saving some boost in attempt to just winning a 50, but the 50 was fairly neutral, and Atow was able to get 100. He'll get a demo. He's very physical. He shot this actually towards the post that Vatira would be able to save, but Vatira didn't even entertain the idea of getting back to net off the respawn. He's just going to allow Atow to score, and it's a 5-goal lead. Atow on the double jump. Vatira cannot get out underneath it. And now he is down to go next with 1:14 left to go. He's had enough of game number 1 as Atow takes the early series lead. You used it where, Feer? I trimmed the mustache today, chat. Game number 2. Atow and Vatira. Sometimes just seeing a new timer on that scoreboard can change everything for a player, and that's going to need to happen here for Vatira, who had a rough start, but Atow is going to get right back to in the lead off the back of a nice double. Power slide cutting it at midfield to pop it up and enable this double off the back wall. Wave dash kickoff for Atow. Pre-flipping ahead of Vatira to grab the boost. Even with the ball on his half, he feels good about that because Vatira is racing him there, not just playing the ball. And Atow has just been a brick wall. Every time Vatira has tried to challenge, he hasn't been able to get more than a couple pixels of movement, and then Atow just recovers and takes it the length of the field. Vatira on the bounce, leaning back to the resets. Knows Atow's behind the ball the whole way. Credit to Atow for making the save and being a little in front of the play, but gets the perfect backflip. Now is going for another crazy angle, but not able to hit it. Giving Vatira an opening. He's got a rolling ball. Quickly pulls it on top of his car. Was thinking about the musty, but never actually got the height he needed to be able to flick it. Instead, just landed turtle, and maybe a little bit of tilt here at the end of this play because he realized just how bad of a position he put himself in. Atow will take it away. Both Atow and Vatira rated in the top 10, I believe, right now on the 1v1 leaderboard. So they are staying fresh with their one's abilities as Vatira looks for the low bump. Doesn't connect, and the recovery, though, is solid enough to not allow Atow to score. But Atow gets the 100 boost. Vatira has nothing, and Atow has no issue finding the angle. This is not an easy shot to make, but I guess if you're Atow, it is. He goes all the way up to the ceiling and finds the angle from the top of the arena off the bounce and into the net. Vatira lost the dribble. Going to try and bump Atow, force him to jump. Smart to recover back to ball instead of going for the boost steal. And now a single jump pop into a wave dash. He's got himself a decent possession. He wants to go to the air, although I don't know if that's the best setup, or he's going for a bounce off the side wall. And he could not cover the ball with his reset quick enough. Atow will take it away and make it 5-0. And Vatira, he's down to go next with 3 minutes left to go. It has been a huge run from Atow. Vatira going to need to reach deep into the bag to find the answer. Game 3. Last lifeline here for Vatira at the start of this one. And it feels like he could really afford for this to be a wall-to-air dribble goal to give him a lead and get his momentum started. He's trying to get a 50. He actually pogoed hard off the landing. Although I think he was mostly just trying to position his car to protect the ball. Now he's going to roll one at Atow. Decent recovery to pop the ball. Now with 0 boost, he did not get the clear he needed. Atow should just be scoring. Too far underneath the ball from Vatira on this touch, so he wasn't able to actually clear it past Atow. You don't need to get it very far, but you do need to get some forward momentum on it. And then Atow has to go drive out past the ball to make a play. Now, Vatira disregarding the kickoff. Atow chips it, and Vatira, while grabbing boost, turns upfield. I mean, that is just wildly aggressive. I think maybe he had already decided that he was not going to be able to get to it, because he would never turn upfield in that situation. Atow, a demo, and a 3rd goal. He is not laying off his KC teammate. Wave dash kickoff for Atow, as Vatira grabs the midfield boost and looks to try and pressure Atow into a mistake, something that Atow just hasn't done. In fact, the ball just seems to be pulled by gravity into Vatira's net, and that's it. Atow with an insane performance. Just unreal. GG's. I guess Pogo for the road. I mean, that was fast. Yeah, I can try and find... I had a feeling Atow would want to play again. We'll see if we can find Atow another match. He could give a Pogo all look. Ooh, Atow on the Pogo with the musty. You love to see it. You love to see it. We will end the game here, and we'll look for another match for him. GG's. Atow with a 3-0. Who wants to step up to the plate?